Oh, don't tell me it's already done it. Why does it do that? Why do you do that? I didn't ask for that. I wanted to start the streaming to the software. Oh my god. Right, welcome to the stream, lads. This is a premature startulation of a stream. I do need help because clearly I don't know how to damn stream. Oh my god. Okay, YouTube, I didn't say auto start. Why did you start? When's my next haircut? I trimmed it the other day. It's more round now. Try harder. Alright, Neff, you're next. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. You ready? It's gonna work. Start. Connecting. Are we in? Are we locked in? I think we're in. Zesty Mike. Excuse me!
Who is that Zesty Mike?
Who the hell is Zesty Mike? Oh, do you know what I've done? I need to set this... Alright, hang on. Is Twitch gonna work now? I forgot that I put on the test thing. Oh, and I need to fix the chat. Oh my god, guys, I forgot how to stream. I apologize. Okay, let's try again. Ugh. Okay, is this working yet? Stream finished? I need help. I need help. This is never gonna work. We are so live. Hello, yeah. It's... Right, I'm gonna switch into another chat. The restream chat is just completely dead. They said they fixed it, but it doesn't work. That's why I'm here. Please hold. I have been fighting with this stream for about an hour and a half. As per usual. This is common now. Right, let's activate source. Activate source. Okay, it's gonna be... There we go. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, I fixed it. I don't want to use this chat, but like it seems like Restream has probably just buggered itself now. Welcome to the stream. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Oh dear. Chat's alive. Yeah. So I had a backup this time. We're pretty much prepared. We're pretty much prepared. Okay, welcome to the stream. So today I thought we were going to do a couple of things. I now have much less time than I planned to do. However, we're still going to make it work, folks. We're still going to do our best. We're still going to get it done, you know? What do you mean, where's your money? Huge gaming is going to happen. I would say...
Huge gaming is going to happen. Let's go chat.
Yes, I think huge gaming is going to happen. Right, what's happening? Okay. What's happening is basically... I'm live! Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, can you believe it? This is incredible. Neff has been subscribed for 44 months on Twitch. Anyway. Blink twice if you're in danger. I'm not in danger, I'm just peeved off. Why is it always so frustrating to get this damn thing working properly? Where's Matthew? He's asleep, probably. Oh, he's probably playing COD. Let's be honest. He's probably playing COD, isn't he? You forget it. Oh, bro, don't say that! What the frick? Oh no. All right, how you all doing? Hope your weekend's going well. Mine is going well. I'm being proper productive today. Now, Theo, get a haircut. You looks like an unwashed armpit. I think you need to refer to Chromacopia and the song "I Killed You." This will help you. Black hair, baby. I also haven't washed it in about a week and a half. My hair. I co-wash.
Cheer one 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 cheer one.
Do you know when we're getting volume 9 on Unbound? Yes. Dry clean only. I don't dry clean my hair. That's not what I said. It's not what I said. I've explained this a million times before. Anyway, the roadmap suggests that we will be getting it very short. Oh god, my mouse. Hang on. Very shortly. Please hold. Please hold. I'm just opening the image. Here we go. So this is the roadmap. Needs to be volume 9. So just to clarify, where it says October to December, doesn't mean it's coming out in October and running till December. That's not. It's not how it works. For example, the Hot Pursuit thing still works. Why is that so delayed? Please hold. Please hold. That's better. Yeah, that's not what it means. It means it will come out between October and December, which means they have like 2 months left for it to come out. But I'm pretty sure they'll want to get it out this month. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Please review Chromacopia. Mate, I don't know how to review music, but what I gotta say, there's bangers and there's feelers, and only Tyler has done that. You know what? I love Kendrick, but like he can't do both. It's one or the other for him, but Tyler can do both. You know what I mean? You want the most white stuff already? Hey. Why are you playing Heat? God damn it! I gave it away. Yeah, we're gonna play some Heat shortly, but until then, I've got something. This is the thing I need help with. I need your assistance. Why is my YouTube thing so delayed? Is that? Oh no, it's just not live. There we go. There we go. That makes more sense. Let's drop that resolution. 144p. I don't need to watch my own stream in 720p. Oh no, not the dogs.
Frankers 1, 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 Frankers 1.
Is that his name? Frankers? Oh my god, it is! It's Frankers! Okay, let's get on with it. So, here's what I need help with. Maybe TTS donations were a mistake. No, because then I get money either way. Like, I gotta pay the bills. You know? Right. Hey Theo, from your new garage video, it seems like you made progress on Razor's car. I mean, we've done a little bit, but nothing huge. How much for my Evo? I think we're currently sat at like what, 18 grand? You got 18 grand? Yo. Okay. The mods know about this. The mods have seen this. I may as well let you know. I'm working.
One Kriegasm, one Kriegasm, one Kriegasm, one Kriegasm, one Kriegasm, one.
Thank you very much for not going crazy with that. Needs 330. I did pay 18 grand. Maxim Paddy voice. Do you listen to Lil Baby? I've not heard anything from Lil Baby before. It's listed on the internet. Yes, I can. It didn't even do that one, so nice try. It's got a new gaming laptop. MSI, is it good? I mean, I've had goodness with MSI. All right, let's get to it. Now, friends, I have been working on a little bit of a project here because I want to basically track the history of the car that some people love and some people hate. Can you guess what it is? the whole history. This please do not spot. This is like, this is very important. This does not leave this. The rule is, we do not steal my idea. We do not steal the idea, but I thought it would be properly interesting to see if we can track the M3 and its whole lifetime and its whole timeline and try and make sense of it. And so I've already started the work here. I've done quite a bit of work, and shout out to Chunky, who knows a lot about Carbon. He's put a lot of time into this. We put a lot of time into, well, I have. Chunky helps a little bit. To try to track this freaking car. It's already been done? No, it hasn't. Not in this way. Not in this way.
Theo, when will you bring back the Lena Navarro hair? It's been too long, and I'm starting to see the hair everywhere I look.
We're not gonna. I'm not gonna stop until the whole screen is full of my afro. Thank you so much to Kells. Thank you so much for becoming a Team Pants supporter. Appreciate you, and thank you for this. It's not an SUV. It's the M3. Like, Theo, I've been constipated for the last 4 years. Right, let's move on. So there's this really cool software that I've seen like a few I wouldn't say dev people, but like dev side of YouTube start using. And it's just a mind map space. So let me make sure. Yeah, we're good. So this is my timeline for the M3. And I've actually done quite a bit of work already, as I said. It's pretty simplistic so far, but like I want to start building this up. I'm sleep. What do you mean you're trying to sleep? It's 3:30. I'm just trying to make sure that I set my clock right. I keep forgetting to change my clocks because the time changed. We're on a different time zone right now, which is annoying. You guys gotta chill. How's my M3 coming along? Moving on. So we're basically going to track the history of the M3. So what I've basically got here, most wanted. Realistically, I was thinking about reaching out to Kuru, but it's probably the most basic history of the M3 GTR, right? You're playing F1 Manager. All right, fair enough. 80 euros. Is it really 80 euros? Most wanted is the most basic game. We have M3. One question I've got to ask, right? How the fuck did he get the M3 GTR? How the hell did he get that? How did he get that? Not only is it a damn race car where they don't pull the man, they pull the man over and they go, yeah, you can drive that. America's crazy. How did you get the race car and make it road legal? Thief? I think, do you know, to be honest, every single end result I end up... Oh my god. Okay. Every single end result I end up coming to with this damn project, I end up with the idea that someone must have stole something. But I remember watching videos from a long time ago where you're not allowed to... I mean, it's a race car. It shouldn't even have headlights. Oh, I guess it should. It's not. All right, fine. It's not Lightning McQueen. Right, okay, so Play Horizon Rockport. We will probably come back to, like, where the hell did it come from at some point. We don't know. Well, that's all speculation. Pink Slip. Player car is sabotaged. This is actually an interesting one.
Maybe there are some hints in Underground 2 that we never spotted.
There's a potential there. There is a potential. I kind of highly doubt it. This is actually a pretty important point. I found this out. I assumed that the sump plug must have just been removed. I don't know how bro didn't realize there was oil spilling constantly as you went. Probably not the best thing to ignore. But we've kind of got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Man's driving a BMW. So, with that in mind, man has M3 GTR, man loses M3 GTR, man gets M3 GTR back. That's most wanted. So I assumed it was sump plug removal. The race lasted around 2 minutes at top speed. Player left a lot of the start line. Sump plug removed? No, there wasn't a sump plug because, hear me out, this is from the Strassen version. So this is a street version of the M3 GTR, which looks properly similar to how, you know, the V8 in my M3 is going to look. Good to know. It uses the genuine engine, therefore adopted its competition, proved dry sump. It has a dry sump. Isn't that interesting? Did you know that? It has dry sump. And no, you could... Thanks, AI. Thanks so much for that information that I probably couldn't have found elsewhere. No, you cannot buy it in any capacity. So, yeah. For Razer to get another one... Just to clarify why this is important. You know, Razer... So Razer drills a hole somehow. Some fucking how... Someone of Razer's guys has drilled a hole in the bottom of the car, or maybe just removed the fucking sump completely, allowed that shit to go everywhere, man's raced the car for 2 minutes, about 2 minutes, before catastrophic failure. That car is, the engine is dead. The engine is completely dead. That engine, with no lubricant, that engine is going to be one block of metal. If not 20 bajillion blocks of metal. There's no... Anyway. So how the hell...
Have you ever found a spider in your hair?
Yes. How the hell... A couple of times. It happens because I'm, like, tall as well. So I walk through a doorway and I see, like, a little spider. I'm like... And they do the thing where they, like, dangle... But it's never been in the hair. They usually sit. It happens. It happens. I'm sure you have as well. You just don't know about it. I remember one time I was cycling to school and I went through a bush because it was like quite a tight alleyway, and then I looked and there was a spider. I was like, I dropped that bike and...
So that's how it gets a TVR engine, lol.
So that's how it gets the TVR engine.
What did I miss?
Bless you. Thank you so much. So we're working out basically the story, the history of the M3, the full-fledged history, ifs and buts, things answered that haven't been answered before. Now, to be clear, this doesn't make sense in a lot of spaces, and I think it's quite interesting. So anyway, I don't know how Razer managed to get another engine, but I'm assuming he didn't probably put the proper V8 in it. So since that point, it's not the real M3 anymore. I think that's what we've got to basically say, is that it's not the real M3 the engine anymore. They've got the V8 in it that I'm putting in it. Yeah, all right. Is that just copium? Potentially. Using that as original paint from the soundtrack. Shouldn't be having sponsors. Yeah. There's a lot of messiness in here. There's a lot of messiness. Basically, let's continue because I'm going to spend all day on this. Game happens. In case you didn't know, the game happens. If you hadn't realized, man creates revenge story. You take out revenge story. Most Wanted is the most basic fucking thing ever, but it's so good. Also, I love how his eyes are like orange on this. I always thought he like turned into a wolf or something. An incredible moment happens, as you can imagine, and then the player escapes. That's it. That's Most Wanted done. That's Most Wanted. If the engine block didn't die, because let's be honest, that shit ran 2 minutes without any oil, he could rebuild the entire engine without getting an... Mate, that on the black edition of the game, there's like catastrophic failure. Let's be honest. Catastrophic failure. That shit is welded itself together. So it makes sense that they replaced the engine, since the stats from the M3 are different between the prologue and the end of the game. But in this game world, he somehow gets hold of another race V8 from BMW. How this man did this, I don't. Maybe they stole a race M3, but why don't you just use that one? So maybe it's not even the real M3 anymore. It's a different M3. You're chasing him to get his M3. Maybe when people say Razer's M3,
Razer fixed the GTR's engine with Diddy's baby oil.
Could you run an engine on baby oil?
That is baby oil going.
Okay, hold on. Please do not claim my stream. This is asked by the viewers. Can you run an engine on baby oil?
Into the old Toyota engine. We're still going. We're still going. We're only pulled over just a little bit.
I just want to skip out there. How long did they run the engine on baby oil?
Stuck in Bellevue traffic, and it is irritating. Really good road trip. I'm faking. No. That is sealed. We have gone 100 miles on baby oil.
She's full.
100 miles on baby oil.
She did it.
She's not done yet.
Yeah, Mel did. She has 120 miles deep. Dinner time.
Eating healthy part 2. Chick-fil-A.
We're going to buy trays for the camera.
Can you run the Skyline on baby oil now?
Baby oil. She's taking the win now.
Listen, that's a W. Like a dream.
She's taking the win. Baby oil wins. Baby oil, you can use it as engine oil.
Yep. So the answer is yes, you can run a car on baby oil. It makes sense, right? It's probably just not the best scenario.
There's a Ralsei that used chocolate as the engine oil.
It's not the best option.
In Pro Street, the announcer says a blue Supra was left outside the track. Player was there with Supra after Carbon intro, raced a bit there before Bayview. M3 was from the Pro Street garage. That's the only game where you can buy it.
Thank you so much, Sayek. So in Pro Street, the announcer says a blue Supra was left outside the track. Player was there with the Supra after Carbon intro. Raced a bit before Bayview. M3 was from the Pro Street garage.
But can you put cooking oil on your car? Lamau.
But what I would say is Pro Street, the idea of Pro Street is that it could happen. The idea of Pro Street is that it could happen, what, like every year? Right? So if there was a Supra there, that would mean it would have been before Most Wanted though, right? This is some new law, my friends. This is some new law. I like that. So let me pull up this. Let me just get the snipping tool out because that's quite useful actually. But you can see that this can go deep. You can pull at little strings for so long. That's really helpful. Thank you so much. Let me put that in the map. Just to have it for now, and we'll look into that a bit after. There we go, it's in there now. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Pro Street happened after Carbon. Yeah, so the game happened after Carbon, but if Pro Street happens every year, as you would assume a music and car festival would happen, it's like a yearly thing in the summer. If there's a blue Supra outside, that would suggest that it was set before Most Wanted.
Announcer Reven says Super Plate says Carbon.
Bro, what the frick? What the frick? Can confirm. Oh my god, this is gonna... You know, the thing is, the problem with all of this, as I said, thank you so much for that, by the way. The problem with all this is that the Need for Speed devs themselves haven't even thought about all of this being linked. So we're doing this. We're the ones doing this. And it's not going to make any sense. The events of Carbon happens before Pro Street and Most Wanted, then Carbon. Wait. Yeah. So that's... Wait, the events of Carbon happens before Pro Street. Yeah. There's flashbacks. So that Carbon technically shows you a story that happened before Most Wanted. That then you run to the Most Wanted area with an M3 somehow. Oh, please hold. Need to zoom in first. Oh, what is this font? So it goes carbon. It goes carbon flashbacks. Most wanted carbon. So the question then is, he had the Supra, so he could have visited Pro Street here. Been watching since Payback. Hey, appreciate it. Safe to say that the timeline is Carbon Prologue, Underground 1, Underground 2, Most Wanted Carbon. Yeah, that makes sense. So basically,
Player keeps running from Palamon to Pro Street Super Promo to Rockport cause he on the run from the events in Carbon intro.
if there was the Supra mentioned in Pro Street, parked outside, that would suggest, so Carbon Flashbacks is when he had the Supra, he fled, did the Pro Street, and somehow got the M3. Shit, this is why I needed to do the stream. Got the M3 because you said it's the only place that you can buy it. Did Most Wanted. Did the Carbon. Went back to Carbon because of it's been enough time. Holy shit! What? What? That's amazing. Exactly. You know, we might not even get to Heat today, the game. I wanted to play Heat, but maybe we'll do that another time, because that is... What are you trying to do here? We're trying to track the M3. We're trying to track the M3. Right, I want to try one thing, chat. This may lag the stream. I'm going to try and record just in case anything crazy gets figured out. But that's pretty freaking crazy as it is. Let's see if it does lag. I think it's fine. Oh, that's amazing. It's fixed now. Thank God for that. Remember last time it was lagging? We'll see how it gets on. What about the Supra having BMW gauges in the Carbon Career intro? Does it really? Does it really? I didn't know that. That's easy in my garage. But M3 became EA Play DLC. There you go. Okay, but it makes no sense that, like, there's parts that we need to track and stuff. If Pro Street took place before Most Wanted, that means Most Wanted took place in 2000. No, not necessarily, because I would say, like, it doesn't have to. I'm not saying the game took place. Okay, the argument here is that Pro Street is an annual thing. It doesn't mean. Oh, I guess if they said. Shit, yeah, because they specifically said on that the Supra's there. The problem is there's no proper years for these Need for Speed games, right? There's no genuine years. The only way we can dictate the years in most of the games is to say the cars that exist in that world are from 2005, 2006, 2007 at most, which means that that's the year of the game. Oh, is it really lagging? Oh, it's not saying it's lagging. That's really annoying. Let me just double check that. Bruh. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording. Still doesn't work. Thanks so much, Mac. Right, anyway, it's fine. I can just pull from the stream. Yeah, so the years are never really confirmed 100%. So I think we can play around with the years. Okay, I think that's good. So common assumption is that the game takes place in real life year. Yeah, that's, again, based on the car models, it would kind of make sense, but you know, we've got some concepts and like blah 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 blah. What do you think about Unbound PvP ranked? Don't really care about PvP like ranked stuff to me. Saw Need for Speed inspired M3 at Cars and Coffee today. Awesome. Exactly. Masad, that's what we're getting to. Masad? Right, so let me just ignore that for a minute because we'll come back to it, I promise. So basically what we've got is the story happens. The player escapes Carbon. We've got Cross that is now a bounty hunter hunting down the player. The M3 gets binned off. And I was kind of thinking about this, going back through this. As a kid, I wasn't really that bothered. I was like, oh yeah, cool, okay, the M3 is back. Oh my god, yay, fan service. And then like 5 seconds into the game, it's fucking gone. It's gone. Why The Blue Supra was just placeholders in M3 GTR Black Box, couldn't renew the license at the time. What? Do you remember Saints Row 3? Hang on. How many of you played Saints Row 3? Because I loved Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2. Saints Row 3 was, yeah. I don't know how many of you remember this, but it kind of felt like, yeah. Is this enough? Yeah, this is enough. God, that quality is awful.
Is there a way to send you a vidlink to prostrate clip?
Can you send me a link? Okay, how about if you go into the Discord, if you join the Discord and go into general for now, I think it should be fine. I don't think people are really using it. Yeah, go into general. You can link me stuff there.
Japanese commercials.
God, what is the frame rate? Just give me the damn intro.
Ain't no car like a Diddy car. No, I'll stop.
So do you remember the intro from Saints Row the Third? Do you remember that, like, it kind of felt like so this annoyed me at the time, to be fair, like when Saints Row the Third came out. Okay, basically what happened is, in case you don't know, in the Saints Row universe, from Saints Row 1 to Johnny Gat is basically like the main character, because you are not the main character as such. Johnny Gat is. Johnny Gat dies. Johnny Gat fucking dies. And that pissed me off. And I feel like some people like that were older would have felt the same about the M3. Anyway, that was just, yeah. Ain't no car like it. It's Most Wanted 2005, Most Wanted 2012. Do they happen the same year or different years? Different is what I say, yeah. M3 is Heat. M3 and Heat is not a real M3. Is a car inspired by the OG. That's the thing. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, is all of these things, is that true? Because the M3 from Heat is literally the best version of the car that we've got since 2005 and Carbon. It's got to be the original, in that some of the games in between don't have the real M3, and we'll get to that. Okay, let's carry on. So M3 gets binned off pretty quickly. And this is where it gets complicated. So Need for Speed Carbon has been a bastard, to say the very least. I might just end up doing this the whole stream, you know, because this is fun. I'm enjoying this. So when that happens, you get this cutscene, and you get your car was totaled while escaping from Cross. Select the car you want, start the career. So this confirms that the car was binned. It was binned off. It's just not worth. It's just crap. I spent £200 on a game for Xbox. What are you doing? 2025? There's no 2025. That's the update for sure. Best run usually. Hey, thanks very much. Okay, so if the M3 gets binned off. Oh, thank you for that. Let me just open it on my laptop, because that is very handy.
Link in Discord general. My name there is Speed.
Thank you very much. I'm thinking about making a Discord channel just for this, in case anyone wants to continue it. But we'll use general for now, because that's the general conversation, right? Thank you very much. Blue Super Easter egg. Brilliant. Right, so I thought Darius sold off the M3. Here's my options for you. The problem is, this keeps expanding and becoming the most annoying thing ever. That's useful later. So, who has the M3? There is, so far, these options. Yeah, the Isuka driving, that's helpful. I've got that one. Microsoft Flight Simulator 23, £199. No. What? Is that for like all the DLC and stuff? Do they have DLC in that? Need for Speed Law. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so everyone's throwing out their ideas. M3's also in Unbound.
The M3 also is in Unbound, but where and how did it get there? And why all the way parked at the docks out of nowhere, even though they said Razor got out of prison for how long actually he stayed in jail?
Thank you so much.
The driver fixed a car and painted black after Carbon. You unlock this car in Carbon Online.
Yes, I've seen the black M3. That was definitely something that kind of threw it off a little bit. Came for the gameplay, staying for the lore. I think I need to change the Twitch thing to say something different, because I think I'll get told off by people, don't I? Yeah, let me fix that. Just chatting. Should we just chatting. Cool, I fixed it. Right, back to 2. Let me switch the mouse. $75.99. The player sold it. Now you have to keep it. Okay. So, car is written off. There are multiple options, and the player having it, in my opinion, is the weakest of the options. Chonky, one of my mods, he knows a hell of a lot about Carbon. It's his favorite, I think he suggested. The player having it would have to follow this path, and that's where we'll go first, okay? Now, you do unlock so that I'm not 100% on this. It seems a little bit shaky, but you can unlock the M3 through gameplay, but I don't think you can get it in the campaign. Am I correct? You can only get it if you do all these challenges, which is suggested here. I think these challenges get you the car, right? Record for arcade only. Yeah. There is also the Custom Car Bundle 2, which was Xbox 360 DLC. Did the PS3 get it? Probably. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think it's possible with the police to restore it. Yeah, free race only. Yeah, okay, so that's right. So there's the challenge series. Canyon Jewel with the M3 GTR. It doesn't really make sense in like the story, because it's not, the player hasn't got the car, right? I wouldn't say the player's got the car, therefore I made this like a weak link. So these dotted lines generally say that's a weaker link, and then the more solid lines is a more solid link. You unlock it in 3, right? All right, cool, thank you very much. It's going to be a long day. So I've already done the work, most of it. We've actually got some more intel here, which is fantastic. Thank you so much. This is why I wanted to do this. This is awesome. Okay, Darius. So the idea is that Darius could have taken the car. So let's literally watch the cutscene, yeah? Because this is pretty important. So, need to see Carbon, full game. Cutscenes. So let's turn the music off a little bit.
I'm Emmanuel Vaugier. The moves that you and your crew do in the game are meant to stay in.
So, there's Cross. They do the thing. They show the flashbacks.
Start up.
Felt disappointed.
There's the Supra. Yeah, we don't need we don't really need that. We know this is like old. Okay, so just going back is kind of hilarious. Genuinely, within the first 5 minutes of the game, 10 minutes of the game, the most amazing car in the world, Black Box, will like bin it off. Get that shit out of here! Let's turn it up.
Hey, guess who's back?
Someone suggested something that's kind of following my thought train. What's happening? We're doing Need for Speed Law. Anyway, so this is where the M3 basically fucking dies. Can I just argue that we know how heavy this stuff is in Need for Speed? It's not that heavy. You could get away from that. But the added bass tries to tell us that it's impactful of the M3's being... It hits Cross's car and just rolls off it. So how has Cross's car not binned off? Alright, let's move on. So anyway, the M3 is dead at this point. So that's what we know. Okay? That's what we know. They even suggest it. Oh, let's do the cutscene.
Sit down.
Where are you gonna go? Man was gonna jump off the cliff. Man was gonna jump down the canyon. Alright. So that brings us onto the chart again. It's completely binned off. Your car was totaled while escaping from Cross. Totaled. So in insurance terms, that would suggest that you scrap the car or whatever. We could get into the thought of, like, is the car actually insured? But wouldn't he have been pulled at the start of Most Wanted 05 if it wasn't insured? You can insure a lot of crazy shit in America. Okay, moving on. There is a possibility that Darius has the car. So the whole plot of Carbon is to suggest that... Again, I'm going to spoil this here. So, it's Carbon. The idea is that you re-arrive, you're taking over territories on behalf of Darius. You don't know it's on behalf of Darius, and he's going to then get you arrested, and then he gets to claim all the territories based on your effort. Okay? So Darius is a bastard. We know that. That's basically the plot, right? So Darius could have taken the car. Right? Darius could have taken the car. Now, if he did, it's possible that Darius Cross kept the car to make some money. It would have been worth a lot in parts. Darius gives you the car keys after you beat him, but the player doesn't get that car in the game. So, yeah, that was a good point that Chunky brought. You don't actually get Darius's R8, do you? That's what he suggested anyway. I can't really remember. Yeah, okay. It's true. So, the fact that you don't get his car makes me assume that you paid off the debt, the bounty, because Cross suggests at the end that he still wants his money. He still wants to get paid. Did you use Darius's car to then pay off the bounty? You pay your own bounty off. How dare you spoil an 18-year-old game? Darius said the keys are in the car, aka the Cross. Yeah, that's what he says. The keys are in the car. It's yours. Because in the same universe, cops and Heat get after. Okay, hang on. You're jumping the gun. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit shit. This is where it gets really shit. So let's say Darius did take the M3, yeah? Just for the sake of it. Darius takes the M3. Most Wanted we know is a messy development, meant to have a story, but it didn't. Criterion will tell you otherwise. Okay, not Criterion. Criterion will probably tell you. The M3 returns to DLC. However, it was in the trailer for the launch of the game. That pissed me off. Does anyone remember how pissed off I was at that point? I don't know if you've been around that long, but they put the M3 in a launch trailer, I think it was, and the car wasn't in the game for free. Scam. That's con artist behavior. That's a con. How dare you? But that would suggest anyway that Darius maybe snuck away with the M3, repaired the M3. This man's big ballin'. Look at his jacket. That's a well-to-do man. So that would suggest potentially, if we really want to tie in all the games, that Most Wanted 2012, Darius could have had this version of the M3. Now you could be like, okay, but this is the wrong M3. Hold on a second. It at least has the cage, okay? We can see the cage. We can't really see the interior. It's potentially the right car. It has a single seat. The problem is the paint. The paint is completely wrong. But if the car was written off, maybe Darius repaired it in his want. Okay? Maybe he wanted the car to be... We know why it was white. Okay? Just to be 100% clear here, we're grasping at straws. Because it's all we fucking have. But what I'm suggesting is that if we want to tie in the lore of the M3 for All games, this would suggest this is Darius, or Darius had it and then passed it on to this no-named most wanted driver, right? We know why it's white, and the reason is because they wanted all the most wanted cars to be white for some reason. So that suggests that Darius could be this driver, or Darius gave it to this driver, right? Silver paint was expensive back in this time. Look at the exhaust, it's different. There's a lot different. We get worse from here. Or the driver went off. Yeah, but what I mean is there's a link from Darius to this car, yeah? You got here, we're doing the lore of the M3. We're working it out. If you got any suggestions, please, I'm willing to. So, if this is repaired, okay... Okay, I fucking hate this bit, but I'm going to have to show you. No limits. No limits. BMW event. Right, thank you to Crowned for uploading this so I don't have to fucking play it. So... to be clear, wow, this is great. What comes up is an event in No Limits, and basically, to give you the basics, they give you the M3 GTR as a loaner car, so you can use it to do this story in the lightest fucking way possible. Okay, so if we skip it through it. Look, we have to link it somehow. We have to. That's my objective, is to link all occurrences, story occurrences of the M3 in. Did anyone actually play this? Because if you didn't, you're in for a surprise. Right, who the fuck is this clown? I can't stand his face. Kim was about to tell everyone the story of how you got this M3 GTR. Okay. I did, shortly. This pains me, I'm going to be honest. Having to rope this thing in frustrates me. Anyway, it all started years ago when this car appeared out of nowhere. Okay, maybe Razor showed up. Maybe that's what happened, right? Okay, you gonna do the rest? No, I'm gonna can't. Yeah. Okay. One thing that's really jarring about this game is how you get ready for the race and then it's just like, stop. Here's some text on the screen. You'll never believe what I woke to. You do the first race, and then it saves some more for a little bit later. Okay. Wow, is that what I think it is? Yeah, that M3, it was all over the news a few years back. It belongs to Rockport's Most Wanted Racer. Okay, fine. So it still belongs to the Most Wanted Racer. However, you know, the Most Wanted was fucking disbanded, but... Maybe there's one Blacklist race there. I've only ever heard its stories, but actually see it in person. Wow. There was a note on the window screen. I need to pause music for this. Okay, look. There was a note on the windscreen too. It says, this M3 is a symbol of street racing across the nation. Yeah? Alright. You see the M3, you're like, yes, street racing. But it's a race car. Street racing. Alright, fine, yeah. But it's not enough. We need to make this car known worldwide as an icon to inspire other drivers. It's in every fucking game. Every single game that has an M3 will have this livery. Even if it doesn't have an M3... We must make it known. If you're willing to bear the burden, elevate this car to the top of your city's blacklist. You get a blacklist. You get a blacklist. You get a blacklist. Blacklists everywhere. Blacklist, blacklist, blacklist. You get a blacklist. All right. Do that and you can keep it. Skipping that song. So
Seen I put in Discord general whole history of M3?
Can I put in the Discord general whole history of the M3? You can put whatever you want, bud. You can put whatever you want. Go for it. If you think you know it, I'm open for it. Okay. I've known Kuru for a while. Legend. Let's get to it. So, there's a note on the M3 that says, if you take over the blacklist, you can take the M3. It's yours if you do your local blacklist. How the fuck? This car turned up on her lawn, in her front garden, her lawn, and had a sticky note on it that said, you can have it. Fucking Jesus Christ. Right, moving on. So, if you're not, I'll find another driver who is. I think I know just the person. You up for the task? Alright, just to clarify what happens in this game. I don't want to bother with any more of this. I want to skip it. So if you reach number 1, you become an icon to your local blacklist. Guess who fucking shows up? Razor shows up. A rematch just like last time. So the player in this game is the player from 2005. Man went from Need for Speed, Most Wanted, to Need for Speed Carbon, to fucking Need for Speed No Limits. You're telling me that the player went to this shithole. Right, moving on. Damn it, not again! I'm first on the blacklist! This is where my theory is going, friends. You've probably seen a few notes of those. I think this is just shit. It's just garbage. However, we get to 2015, okay? So Need for Speed 2015 has an inline 6 in the M3. And it doesn't hide that fact either. This is not like a, oh, we didn't have the, ignore the fitment, that's 2015. Not only does it have an inline 6, it reconfirms with the wrong wheels as well that it has a 3.2 litre straight 6. So it either could be a replica or the engine was blown again. And then it shows up in fucking Payback. Ah! Need for Speed Payback had the car too with an inline 6 and And a road car interior. Ah! Ah! So, what I'm going to say is that every single M3, I think every single M3 potentially could be a replica. For example, this has the wrong interior. It's the normal road car interior. It has an inline 6. Inline 6. Inline 6. Wrong interior. This is just fucking stupid. This is wrong. I think all of those are replicas. I think that's the most sensible assumption, is that that is all replicas, right? We'll get back to that bit. I'm just checking where I want to go next. So we go all the way back to here. BMW GTR looks like Unbound. It doesn't. The GTR in Unbound is more accurate. They rebuilt it, most of the interior, for like outside of the law. They rebuilt it for heat, and the Unbound one is the heat one, but with 2 seats. But it's the same car. It fell out of the tree. Originally showed up in Junkyard in 2025. To be fair, we could go back in time. You bought Test Drive and let me sell the crown. I apologize. So I don't think Darius took it. Here's the next one, and this gets a little bit this gets funny. This gets funny. And you need to pay attention here. I'm not going to call it out. You're going to see it. This is funny. I noticed this last night. So I'm going to, just to be clear, I'm going to skip to the end of Carbon and we're going to watch this, okay? This is vitally important that you pay full attention. You need to pay extreme attention, okay? So we're now looking at the suggestion that Nikki could have the M3 for one particular reason, okay? Watch. Pay attention.
So, the sleuth has figured everything out. You just couldn't leave good enough alone, could you? We were making bundles of cash. You were clearing your name. What more could you want? Well, things have progressed a little further now than I thought possible, and I'm gonna have to cash you out. Mr. Crawl! Come on. I didn't let you take my money the first time. What makes you think this is any different? You actually thought that I would front you the cash to save you from this loser? Then sit around while you were encroaching on my territory? Green's always been your problem. You've got a lot to learn about the big towns, little man. This city is mine, and it's time for you to disappear again.
It's Cross.
Okay, how many times does the player get thrown down, by the way? I want to see if there's we need a counter for how many times the player gets thrown down. Okay, pay incredibly close attention now.
Take his right to my place. Show's over.
Did anyone? Did you? Okay. To me.
Show's over. Mine, and it's...
One.
keys right to my place.
Hands them to Nikki.
Show's over.
And number 2. Why the fuck is she given 2 sets of keys? Why are there 2 sets of keys? Again, to be clear, you don't get Darius's car at the end of the game, okay? You don't get Darius's car. My assumption is Darius handed the keys to her for your car because he said, take his ride to my place. That's 2 sets of keys. That is 2 sets of keys. No. No, it can't be for the... Wait, the cuffs? Oh, fuck! Okay, no, that's helpful. I didn't notice that before. Does she uncuff you? That's good. That's good. No, that's good. That cuts off this theory for me. That destroys Chonky's theory, which was pissing me off. Oh, thank you, X, for sending that. That's good. Chonky, you're fired. Chonky, you're fired.
Thanks. Glad you changed your mind.
Okay, but like, how am I stood up again? Am I stood up again? I'm confused. Am I the camera right
Just
now or am I
about
not?
it.
No, I don't think I am. I think she lifts him
I
up.
always get paid. Just make sure I do.
Look,
Uncuff him.
I hate it when
Uncuff
people say
him.
I told you so.
Uncuff him.
So here goes. Seems that some of your team was there the night that you
I need
left.
confirmation.
You tell a different
Because his hands are behind his back. She helped him up, right?
story than the one I've been hearing from Darius. Thing is, their stories seem to add up. Somebody tipped off the cops. Now I know who that somebody was. Darius likes to pull the strings. Now here's something he doesn't know about. Part of the deal with Cross is that I race with you. Think you can handle that? You're not the only one with a score to settle.
Hello!
You're an amazing personality in your NFS God status. I love how original you've been, and seeing you nerd out just solidifies that.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Bless up.
Now, let's get out of here.
Uncuff me!
We got a lot of ground to catch up.
You left him cuffed! Uncuff that man! Implied that the cuffs are taken off. He's already driving off while Nikki helps you. Yeah, I think it's likely that the cuffs came off as he picked you up. That's really helpful though. So Darius definitely gives the car keys because he says take his ride to my place. And then Cross throws. Oh my god! I could have cross facial hair if I wanted to. Should I do the Oh my god! I just realized I very closely have cross facial hair. If I like cut this to my chin. Cross doesn't uncuff you, definitely not. Well, that's absolutely impeccable set of keys there that we clearly can't see. So I don't know what cuff keys look like, if I'm completely honest. I'm a good citizen. So as someone that's been arrested, do those look like cuff keys motion blurred? Those are car keys. You think those are car keys? I mean, they could be. If we're picturing that this is like a 2000 car, they look big. They look big. Search up cuff keys. I mean, that's a... Yeah. Cuff keys. Oh. Oh, no, those are not... That's not right. I'm getting all Ann Summers adverts and stuff, so I've got to be careful here. But this doesn't look right. If you want to send me, probably the Discord. I think it was just a mistake. That's what I assumed. Might be big so the camera could pick them up. Yeah. My assumption basically was that it was a misshoot. So that's the route I was running with.
Just wrote lengthy history of the M3 in Discord General. Take a look please, Theo. Put a lot of effort in it.
I will take... Let me copy paste that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You've been a great help. I will look at these. I'm just trying to keep on like my path to show you what I've got so far, because then we can add to it. I believe it's Cross's car keys, different set of keys. Why would he give... I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me. So those are big keys. I'm gonna be honest. Those are a big set of keys. It looks like this could be the like the loop that they're on. There's like a couple of keys, but usually a car would come with a couple of keys, or any set of keys would come with a couple of keys. They look a bit big, and they look like normal keys. Argument could be, yes, Argument could be that, yeah, they did it so that, you know, you can actually see something on camera. Cuff keys don't really look like that, right? Third pick from the top are the ones. Keychain from 2000s. Maybe Nikki's undercover. Okay, right. We're going to go crazy if we... So, essentially, I assumed that was a misshoot. But in the theory that those are cuff keys, that would make so much more sense. Because it was so close together. I think it was just... Yeah, so let's go with what I've got so far. So, Nikki. Cross takes down the player, takes the keys. Cross hands Darius the keys. Darius hands Nikki keys. You know what a good way to check, though, would be? Is to check if on this cutscene, when Cross throws the keys, are they similar sized, right? They're pretty small, to the point where you can't even hardly see the damn things. It looks like it's got like a tag on those ones, like a car brand tag, so they look a bit bigger. You're a cool dude too. They're a bit bigger, I think.
I always get...
Went too far.
Glad you changed your mind.
Yeah, those look smaller, yeah. Right, wait, is there a director's cut? I don't know. Why would Cross have his cuffs? Yeah. He doesn't necessarily need cuffs himself. Okay. Either way, she has two sets of keys. One of the theories is that she could have been given the M3 keys. Thanks, glad you changed your mind. I'm a bounty hunter, and I always get paid. Just make sure I do. So, theory number one is that Nikki could have scrapped the car. Probably not likely. If you've played Carbon, she's really buddy-buddy. Like, she there's basically, if the story carried on for another 8 hours, there would have been a love interest by the point. Was it a misshoot? That's the one I'm likely leaning with. Or that Nikki sold the car. If Nikki sold the car, that would suggest that we go back to here. And this carries on, and this is canon. Therefore, this is canon, this is canon, this is canon. The engine being wrong is canon. But if you think about how the collision, like the car was written off, the car was destroyed. As in the frame. The engine was probably fine. It would have been destroyed externally. rather than internally. I think the engine and stuff would probably have been fine. So that doesn't really make sense. Right? I've got an E46, and the keys, to be fair, they've got a fat fob. I'm on the normal 3 series, but they do have a pretty chunky fob.
Did you read the Discord message? Thoughts?
I will get to Discord messages shortly. So, I don't think it's, I think it's that. If it's a misshoot, only 1 set of keys, means she likely didn't have any involvement with the M3 GTR. I think this is the likely outcome. It doesn't really make sense. Especially now we've got the possibility here. I'm going to add the note. I need to misshoot. Okay. Yeah. I mean, being real, it was like a 2005. When did the E46 release? $1998. Okay, so that's way into it. So it would have had like a bigger fob. It would have had a bigger fob, for sure. E46 keys. Yeah, okay. This is accurate. So even the oldest models have the exact same type of fob. It's a chunky thing. Like, this is what the key looks like, and then you cut the actual. So it's not massive, but it's like it wasn't full metal. The 36 has keys like this, which could align a lot better. But the 46 has like a fat thing. Okay. So I'm going to assume that those were the cuffs. That's probably the most sensible route. Chunky says 2 Keygate. No. Need to be Law is more interesting than any game with Law. It's proper interesting. Can you? I stayed up till like 3 AM the other night doing this. As a E30, I told you E46 keys are not that big. E30. Car ends up in your garage. That's where it is. Could have painted or customized the key. I mean, you don't need all the buttons and stuff, but like, it'll be handy to have them. You wouldn't take them off. We're getting caught up in it. So, I do not think, oh shit. I do not think that Nikki has it. Because number one, as I say, she wouldn't scrap it. She would tell you if she was scrapping it to get some money. What would be the purpose of her scrapping it? You don't get any cars at the end of the game, like special. She joins your crew. She basically wants to be your lover. Misshoot or second set of keys were for cuffs, and we don't think Nikki sold the car because that brings us to this shite, which is just not going to happen. All right, so who has the M3, or who got rid of the M3? Is it possible that Cross or the insurance got rid of the M3? So if it was insured. If you've never crashed a car, I haven't crashed a car, so this is all external knowledge, but the situation would be, it's a write-off, you get money, they get the car. The reality is, they would try and get some money back from the car, right? They would pass it out, they would see if it's worth selling to someone wants to part it out, something would happen, but the difference here is that there's an involvement of police. The police want that car. The police want the driver. The bounty was set, whether Cross is cops or not, the bounty was set by the police, right? Because everyone else in the blacklist is in jail. It's not a person. It's not like a and I don't know if this is still a thing. I don't know. America, it wouldn't surprise me. I love Django and Django Unchained. Sorry, specifically different. Django Unchained. What they basically do is they have bounties. It's like Western. They have bounties and they shoot them up, and then they get more money if you bring the body. It's just really cool. America. Bounties. Police set. They're set by the law. Okay. You retrieve the bounty and you get the money. Basically. So. That's gonna. Let me just double check. That's gonna then bring us to one other point of information I want to bring, which is connected to Payback. Do you remember that Cross was in Payback? Not really. There was a link. Okay. So Cross is in. I have to put Vegas because I couldn't remember the name of the bloody city. He suggests he's going back to Rockport due to cops getting aggressive, physical with other racers. So let me just bring that up. Cross. This is helpful. Oh god. ASAP Ferg, you can't get me claimed now. Okay, so once again I suck at driving, thank you so much. Let me turn this up.
I didn't do nothing, officer.
So just to again let you know, Gallo Riviera, you're probably like who's that? I search his name. And what comes up is... Bang! It's just this racer from one of the crews in Need for Speed Payback. Someone made it in Palm City. Why would you... Anyway, he's just a generic racer. From the Silver Six? From the Silver Six. So anyway...
I didn't do nothing, officer. Shut up. Hey. What the hell do you think you're doing? The house wants us to turn up the heat on Silver Six. If you're not happy, you're damn right I'm not happy. To hell with this. I'm going back to Rockport.
To be clear, this is just fan service. There's nothing useful here. In reality, it's fan service, right? Turn this down. So, but what it would suggest is that Cross is not happy about the mistreatment of street racing. This street racer guy. He's a very, he follows procedure. He's a guy that doesn't want to break procedure. He is supposedly an officer here. Maybe he's still a bounty hunter. It doesn't matter. He wants to follow procedure and do it properly. Now, this gets a bit muddy because of the fact in Need for Speed Carbon, does he get paid by Darius? He at least holds back until Darius says go, which would suggest there's something in it for him. He could have just been like, I'm gonna let him do this thing. I'll hand him to you by the end. It doesn't necessarily mean that. So it seems like Cross is generally a pretty good guy and he wants to follow the rules, right? That's the idea. So the reason I say this is because this is important. If we go back now. If Cross likes to follow procedure, follow the rules, it would mean that either Cross or the insurance has the car. And quite frankly, I can't tell which way this goes. After the car was wrecked, it went to the chop shop. You remember exactly what I said? Ignore dates, because I don't think they make fucking sense so far. But this is the best theory I've got so far. Cross doesn't want to be doesn't need to mean. Okay, I need to redo some of these notes. That would suggest that all of this shit is a replica. Okay? That would suggest all of this is a replica. Yeah? And the car ends up in the system. Okay? insurance or cross, give it to the system. And the system that's in place in one game that we know has the most accurate M3 after these crap games in the middle. Sorry, no, I didn't mean that about 2015. I mean, it ends up here. So there's a cutscene in Need for Speed Heat where the M3 is on the back of a flatbed in the chop shop. We think this is the real M3. The problem with this theory is that is, if the times are correct, 2005 to 2019, 2020, 2020, whenever the Heat was set, that's a long damn time. But I don't think it's crazy to imagine that the car's been stuck in the police system for this long. I don't think that's crazy. Like, they would have shoved that shit in a container and said,
not the M3.
This car is not good. That's an M3, not the M3. Okay, well, if that's not the M3, then what the fuck is that? Mercer tries to flee in the M3. The plate says most wanted. It's the most wanted plate. Mercer flees one of the containers as they're trying to, like, ship the cars away. I need to redo the Heat section stuff again. I need to watch all the cutscenes. I was going to play Heat today, as you can imagine. To, again, be clear, as part of this cutscene, there is something that's said. There's the follow the law cutscene. So let me bring that up. I'm not ignoring, by the way. I am. I'm trying to, like, keep on schedule here, you know. So have we got the cutscene in this one? No. Honestly, someone needs to upload all the cutscenes in high quality for Heat. I can't believe that there's more high quality uploads of the cutscenes for Carbon. That doesn't really make sense. Shout out Wilsey, I met him before. He does a lot of, like, just walkthroughs and stuff. Turn that up. Pause the music quickly. Right. So this is a cutscene.
The cars in here must be worth a fortune.
I've raced against some of these.
Theo Plaza read the Discord theory. I mentioned this there. The totaled M3 was in the BMW M3 in my opinion.
I will. I'll get to it, I promise. Thank you so much, by the way.
What are they doing?
A heck of a lot. So you can see that they're loading the Camaro. I loved Heat so much. Heat was such a good game. They're loading the Camaro into a container. They're chopping up a Civic. There's the... Oh, that's the BR... It's like a BR... That's the ugly BRZ bumper, isn't it? Yeah. And the Ferrari and an M3. Okay? Yeah, Heat is easily my favorite modern Need for Speed. There's an M3, right? We can agree an M3 is there. Okay? Cool. It has the fucking wide body on it. Yeah.
Holy shit. This is big.
My trunk full of money, big.
What's up, Zero?
That's not...
Wait, what was on the back of that plate? Oh, it's the Speed Hunters.
That's not... Mother...
Easy.
What the hell?
Okay, there's a section here that I'm...
So much for getting your car back.
Reason I'm playing.
Bastards.
You should have seen his face last night when I loaded it on the truck. Thought he was gonna cry.
So that line, I was thinking maybe that's about the M3, but that would suggest that someone had it. But to be fair, I think
Frank would have loved that.
that could be about literally anything. I've come to come to get to. There's even like another car in this corner here. What is that? Like, is it the E30? I think it's an E30. So it could have been absolutely any of these. They're suggesting that they took a car. In case you don't know, they take cars and they chop them up and make money from them. Is basically the big operation. These are cops that are being kind of dirty. I don't think the M3 would still be on the truck if that line is to be followed. So I think they're just talking about any car. I don't think it necessarily means the M3. In fact, I think probably not the M3. Let's see. Should have seen his face like when I load it onto the truck. Yeah, why would it still be on the truck if it was last night? I assume the mission takes part in like midday. Why would it still be there? They were already chopping. I don't think it's. I don't think it's. Yeah, you get the point. Okay. Either way, an M3 turns up in the mission Follow the Law, and then Frank Mercer attempts to flee in the BMW M3 GTR. Frank Mercer is taken out while driving the M3 GTR. It's in a pretty decent state, to be fair, in the cutscene. It gets bashed up and then it just looks fine. Also, bro's build is crazy. Shot, replaced. We know this. But then at the end of the game, the League drops off the M3 GTR for the player. So that would suggest by story that the player has it. Okay. End of Heat. So let's get to the last cutscene. Oh, there's my Let's Play. Let's just put all cutscenes into the Heat.
Engaging in this type of activity.
Okay, we're going again. Turn up the volume. Pop. I just leave the volume high, to be honest. So. Oh,
you're in the League. Show up in this thing to help you.
Torres. Ava.
Need for Speed X.
If they take me in, things could go real bad. For both of us.
I agree.
If you take things in, things go. Shit, she did shoot him, didn't she? Holy shit. I didn't think about that before. He suggested, kill me. He said, do it. Let's see if I can find what I was looking for, though. Oh, where is it? Should we just watch the Black Panther video? Oh god, there's the stock Ferrari.
Plenty of other people who are out to stop you. Tougher than ever.
Oh, cool shot. Is that it? Right, let's carry on. Give me the next screen. There you go. New car unlocked. Man, what? There's the M3.
The M3. I should be excited, shouldn't I?
The League dropped off. There we go. The League dropped off a little thank you for helping get the car back. The cars back. Can't wait to see a real racer driving that classic again. So that suggests that the player has the M3. Okay? All good. All good. Stock Ferrari. Okay. Let me just double check. Okay, we don't need to do that yet. And then once again, it's going to get a bit messy, folks. So I'm gonna... I think I Suck at Driving has a video of it, right? So the car then turned up again in Unbound. Where are you? God damn it. Come on. Why is YouTube search so crap, folks? Why is YouTube search so crap? Okay. Thank you, I suck at driving. You saved me lots of effort. So, here is the mission. It's basically one of those missions where you are stealing cars back from Alec. You're stealing cars back.
One more for the road, huh?
Before the race? Want to do one more before the race?
One more for the road, huh?
Why not?
So we liberating another car from Alec's collection?
No, not this time. Just got a weird call.
Not a good start.
From someone calling themselves the Blacklist.
Calling themselves the Blacklist. Okay, so that's either the player from 2005 or Razor, right? I think that's a pretty easy assumption to make. Unless it's just fucking number 12 on the blacklist.
I'm begging you, Vance. I covered all this. Read my message.
I will. I promise. I'm just showing you what I've already got. What I've already got. I understand, like, I appreciate... I get it. I get it. But I've already written this stuff. Once I get through it, then we can make fixes and changes based on, like, other people's feedback. For sure. All right.
Sounds ominous.
Wants us to pick up an M3 GTR. He said be prepared for lots of heat.
One isn't there. Drop me the pin and I'll head there now.
You got it.
Okay, so the idea is you do one of these missions, you collect the M3, just to be 100% clear. The M3 is just fucking parked in an industrial estate.
Street racer, I see him.
It's just in the fucking road. Okay. So then you do the mission. Instant heat level 5.
Okay, got the M3. Now time to shake off the cops.
Okay, and then we get to the end. We deliver it to a house.
Hey, nice work. The client's really happy we got that car for them.
Maybe because I've done a lot of these, but, you know, I got a weird sense I'd done this in a past life or something.
I found out some background on this one.
Oh, yeah?
Some guy just got released from jail, and the first thing he wanted was this car.
Well, he's got it now.
Jail. Released from jail. I mean, more likely than Razor. More likely Razor, right? The player we didn't got away. Yeah.
Hopefully that's the last we hear from him. He sounded like he meant business.
I feel like we're living on the razor's edge with some...
Can I just say, though, I'm kind of glad that it's the female voice, not the male voice. I cannot stand the male voice in Unbound.
With these collections. That one felt a little too dangerous, even for us.
All right, so assumption would be that Alec had the car, but she said it clearly wasn't part of Alec's collection, right? It wasn't part of Alec's collection. Player Heat must have just ditched it there. Here's my theory. So the theory I've got is... let's see. Guy calls himself the Blacklist. Suggests Razor or the most wanted player. And then question mark. So we don't know what path it's going to go. Just to be clear, my path leads to fucking nothing. but that's fine, because this is the last point of the M3. It would suggest that Razor now has the M3 again. Okay? It suggests Razor has the M3. Okay? So, here's where we get to. If we're going from Heat, okay, the League drops off the M3 GTR for the player. The car is sold or taken from the player. So, those are realistically the best two options we've got. It leads to the Pants garage. And it leads to my garage. I fuck Razor up and take it. The car is sold or taken from the player. Right? I don't know if... Can you think of any other potentials Maybe it was Nikki. The Nikki. Can you think of any other potentials other than those two? Saw Razor acting in Stargate. Wait, really? I don't know what he did after Need for Speed, to be honest with you. Unless we completely ignore time and Heat takes place before Most Wanted. Don't do this to me. Stop it. Don't do this to me. The car's stuck in the system. Okay? The Golf from Payback.
What if it's a very good replica cause of 2 seats and using Theo logic with whatever engine he's using in his?
What if it's a replica? I mean, there is a chance it could be the replica, but it's a really freaking good replica. But why would Razor want... why would Razor want a replica? We already think he could have followed a fake replica once before. Would he really chase down another replica? The player, we think, has the genuine car. This is literally the car. It has 1 seat. It's the best model we've got since the first game. This is what I'm actually kind of basing my car on, because we can get proper detailed shots of this that we couldn't on 2005. So anyway, if it has a V8, it's not a replica, right? It's kind of one of the, it's got the gearbox, it's got the V8. Turned into Kuru's Golf. Maybe the Heat player is Alec. Maybe the Heat player is Alec. Why did he become a bastard? Because it's the best replica we've seen. Could have sold it to a client. Okay, I think everyone's pretty much agreed that it's one or the other here, right? So, if it was sold... I don't necessarily know if it's sold. Did I say why? I don't think I said why. Probably because my next theory makes a bit more sense. Taken. So, I think it was stolen, is what I've come to. And I think there's a couple of reasons as to why. So it could have been stolen from Palm City. Or it could have been the Palm City player came to Lakeshore and was stolen during race series participation. The player gives no shit about this car. The player in Need for Speed Heat has no clue why this is such an interesting car. Why the hell does he care? Which also then makes me go, he has very little reason to stay in Palm City. I think the player arrived to take part in... This is not I think. And we know the player arrived to take part in the racing event, showing off a name of wanting to take on various races in various... So, he turned up in Palm City, okay? I'm getting a bit confused myself here. He turned up in Palm City to do the race. Doesn't give a shit about this car. He's here to do races, okay? I think it was stolen while he was taking part in Lakeshore races. All the other cars were stolen by Alec, but it suggests it's not stolen by Alec and it has no involvement with Alec. And I think Razor, because we know Razor wants the car, organized the heist, wanted to avoid the heat for himself because he's just got out of jail. His driver didn't have the ability to complete the job. Maybe a truck, maybe a fucking truck, a flatbed, something left that car just randomly placed there. I don't know what, but it's pretty safe to assume, I think, that someone... Razor maybe orchestrated for the car to be delivered. The heat was too high. For some reason it needed to be driven for the last stretch. That's the route I've got to, okay? That's the route I've got to. I think it was taken. Alec had no involvement. Razor wanted the car. Razor says finish the delivery. And it has a lot of heat on it because it's been stolen from the cops. By the cop. The shady cop. Yeah. Let's see what phrase. That would be pretty epic. What's the point of discussing this shit? Because I want to know. I want to make a full lore of the M3, and we've got to do this. Yeah, only Lucas, Mercer, and the League knew about the car. Yeah, the League knew. The player didn't give a shit. So, to be fair, he could have sold it too. But either way, if he sold it, why the hell are the cops like after it? If he sold it because he didn't care about it, why would the cops be after it? It's probably stolen. I think that's a fair. Why would? It's been cleared. The league dropped it off. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. Could the player have been paid to leave it there as he had no interest in the car? He could have, but why are the cops on it? Maybe it's not been cleared, but then it seems cleared in Heat, in Palm City. God, I don't... I'm trying to think of the most logical path here. And basically, what we get to is that the player had it stolen while they were participating in the race series. And Razor wants it. It's been called in. The cops are after it. It's hot. And you deliver it, and it just is. That's it. That's the end of the M3 as we know it for now. So, let's zoom on out, friends, and look at our story arc, okay? M3 arrives in Rockport. Player loses it. Razor uses it to get to number 1. Everyone! Player runs away. M3 totaled. We think Cross or Insurance, I think Cross or Insurance took it through the system. It ended up in the system a very long time. Or maybe time doesn't matter in this series. And it ended up at the chop shop. Now that would make sense in that it still has the V8 in it, which we think works. Everything. It's a really cool car. Surely the police force would know about the situation of the M3. It's a cool thing to them. It's a cool thing to racers. It doesn't look like it's in that bad of a state here. And then Mercer has it at the end of the game. It's taken out. Player gets it. Player gets robbed. Razor wants it back. Fucking Razor! You think it's not the same M3? So you think the M3 is just totaled and that's it? You think they genuinely just totaled the M3? And that's it? It just died. It just fucking died. But they continue to milk the shit and they want to link it into the story. You think... No. What isn't the real thing is this. And this. And this. And this. This monstrosity. This. 3.2 litre straight 6. That is not the real M3. It was a different M3 that got totaled. No, it fucking wasn't. It's the same car. It's the literal continuation of the game. I need to ignore that idiocy. You think I'm crazy? So my thought throughout the whole thing is that this is the M3. It gets put into the system. This is a replica. These are all replicas. There's a replica storyline around the actual M3. There is a past of creating fake ones. There's absolutely no chance that this is not trying to suggest in the game world that this is the real one. It is perfect. It is the best model we've had. It has the plate from Most Wanted. It has all the tubes out the windows for no reason whatsoever. This is the M3. It has the V8, the race car V8, with the engine whine. Sorry, gearbox whine. That is the real thing. And then it's also in Unbound. I've got no pictures of it from Unbound for some reason. And that's it. Okay, oh god, here's Connor. Nikki has the M3. Player gets busted outside of the game event. Oh, come, piss off, mate. Just bugger off. Stop trying to two-key me. Stop trying to two-key me. So, to summarize my possibilities, because then I'm going to look into you guys' suggestions, because I definitely need to add... There's more to be seen here. The possibilities. There is one M3 GTR that gets passed on, or there are multiple M3 GTRs. I think we can agree. Even the ones that are wrong! So there then leads us to, let's read them in order. The objective is to pass the car on until it's completed every Blacklist style competition. Because if there's one car, that follows the one car theory. If there's one car, that means the one that just fucking turned up in Need for Speed Mobile is correct. You really want that to be the truth? This one, people really want the M3 GTR. And that can be from both. People really want the M3 GTR. This is another possibility. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Shuri. Next one. Razor really wants the M3 GTR and maybe Revenge. Revenge. Ooh. That one would suggest that there's only one M3. Another option for multiple M3s. The objective is to have an M3 GTR complete every Blacklist style competition. All the theories. The M3 GTR is the number 2 headband. It is cursed and will curse all around it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Okay. For clarification, for those that have never seen Afro Samurai, I highly suggest you watch Afro Samurai. It's based on Yasuke, which is the Black Samurai. I'm very excited about Assassin's Creed. I've got to be honest. Yasuke, which was a Black Samurai, but their story, their iteration of it, is that there's headbands, okay? And these headbands, in the beginning, I don't want to spoil it. In the beginning of it, there's 2 headbands. There's the number 1 and the number 2. And you basically need to get the number 2 headband, okay, to fight number 1. Only number 2 can fight number 1. It's a very Japanese-like thing. But everyone can get the number 2 headband, which means you constantly are fighting everyone in your path. Everyone in your path hates you, wants that headband, wants to kill you, fucking... so that they can become God, basically, by going for number 1. Therefore, the M3 GTR is the number 2 headband. I thank you very much. This is my theory. Is the blunt cannon? Yes. Yes. So, here's my other list. M3 owners, in order. The player, most wanted of 5, Razor. The most wanted 5 player, the cops. The Heat player, that's wrong. Alec didn't have it. Wait, I'm on the wrong thing. That was a previous theory. So the most wanted player, Razor. Most wanted player, cops. Heat player, Razor. So the only people to own it are the player, Razor, and the fucking cops. That is my theory. I thank you very much. That took us so much damn time.
Maybe the M3 cancelled so's not Midnight Club smile.
Let's see. How did the player... Oh yeah, that was my theory we were talking about earlier. How did the player get it? Is it stolen? Is it a bolt-on body kit on the Strasser version? Why did he have no money? This is a very important part, I think, of the whole situation. How the fuck does the player have an M3 GTR, Strasser version, kit car, whatever? This car probably cost, at the most, 250,000, 300, 400, 500,000 pounds. Dollars. At the low end, about 100 grand. If it's got the actual engine, probably about 150 grand, right? I don't know how much the Strasser version costs, but I'm pretty sure I would do it. And the work to make it the actual race car. How the hell did you turn up in Rockport with no money? How do you have no money? What do you mean you have no money? Right. So basically, M3 is being passed like a blunt. Blunt rotation. M3 rotation. You spent all the car. Fine. Fine. Whatever. How many years pass? So based on, we can only base it on car models. So modern setting for each setting. That would kind of make sense. Okay, let's look at some of your theories then. Let's have a discussion. So we actually were speaking about here that the announcer says the Blue Supra is left outside the track. Player was there with the Supra after Carbon intro. Yeah, this is definitely worth like adding in. I think I'm gonna add that stuff in. That is pretty important. Can you buy the M3 GTR in the game? And that's what he was suggesting. I'm gonna have to check that. So here we are. Right, I'm gonna let you digest and give your opinions and stuff while I you know what, Most Wanted is so basic and beautiful. Why can't we just stay so simple? If we stayed so simple, my life would have been so much easier. Right, let me just open my Discord. So someone at the very beginning made this. Let me just download that video. So this person I think was first. BMW made 6 street versions of the M3 GTR alongside with a 4 race car version. That's the Straton version, to be clear. In the special vehicles department of BMW, 4 were race cars, 3 were part of... Oh no, you don't mean the Straton version. You mean the actual M3 GTR. 4 were race cars, 3 were part of BMW Classic Collection Group, 3 are in development prototypes, and 1 of the 4 race cars is at the BMW Museum. I went there and they didn't have it. Do you know how annoying that is? I think they said it left the week before. You know my crew video where I did the BMW thing? I went there. Normally, it should be 10 road legal versions. That's the Straton version. And 4 race cars, but BMW stopped to make the road versions at 6. And only 3 were sold to the public, and they kept the other 3 in development prototypes, which means if they didn't stop to make the street legal M3 46 GTR, 14 of them would have been built already. The reason why BMW stopped to build more road versions of the M3 GTR is due to a change of rules in 2002. BMW were meant to build 100 street legal versions of it. Fucking hell. And 1,000 engines, but they scrapped the street legal program because it was too expensive. That's handy, but I don't really know if we need to follow like real law in that exact way. In Need for Speed, the theory is that there should only be one M3 GTR, right? I think that's a pretty like one proper M3 GTR. If I'm gonna say that, you know, there's replicas. Right, let's carry on quickly. There's a few more. So the player begins with the prologue events of Carbon. Darius betrays you, runs off with the Supra. The player runs off with the Supra. Player runs to Pro Street location. Wait, Darius betrays you. Oh, and you run off in the Supra. Okay, sorry, I read it wrong. Player runs to Pro Street location where currently Super Promotion or Showdown events were going on. He left the Supra there and raced the loaner cars, earning cash and buying M3 from the garage in Pro Street. He raced there a bit before running off because he's on the run from the Palmont PD and racers. He's on the run from the police. He next goes to Bayview, where the underground protagonist already beat Caleb. He races there for a bit with the M3. Got unique upgrades from both Pro Street and Underground in the M3. I don't know if we need to link Underground in it, to be honest. In Bayview, he met Rog. He wants to see how he does in the daylight. Oh, that's a good point. Now that makes sense, because if he says that line to the player, it doesn't necessarily mean he has to take part in it, but it would suggest that he did, right? Yeah, that's a good point. Unique upgrades from both. Rog says he wants to see how he does in the daylight, so he met Rog there. After a while, he goes to Rockport. Most Wanted happened. He went back to Palmont. Okay, right. To ask Darius for help in the national warrant. Then Carbon happened. After Carbon, the player probably sold the M3 after it was fixed. I don't think so. I think it was binned off at the beginning because he supposedly had no money, and he owed Darius money, and in 150k is owed to Cross. Like, he's in debt. He's got nothing. You're starting the game with like a Mazda 3 in some. Is it Mazda? You can get a Mazda 3 right at the start, I think, or a Mazda Speed 3, I guess the Americans will call it. The new owner probably a racer who lost pink slip or got busted. Either way, the car ended up in Palm City, where I think we all end up in pretty much a similar location though. And then Heat's protagonist got it. Salt after mystery guy. We're here about an Unbound, who could be either the player or Razor. In the cutscene, the M3 isn't totaled. I mean, no, it says on the game that it's totaled. If the player watch carefully, the player tries to run off. I get it, but it says written off. This is literally the screen. Any more? Have we got any more? So in Carbon, the M3 GTR is still working. Isn't totaled because the cutscene player tries to drive away. Nikki had the keys and might have to give to Cross the M3, and the M3 is now in the police inventory. Heat. We all point to the same. It suggests that it's shut down, like dead, but you still end up in the same place I am anyway. When Heat tried to run away, when Heat police tried to run away with the M3 and the Heat player got the M3, police realized the M3 is missing, put our Heat on it. Either... Ooh, okay, this is interesting. So when the police tried to run away with the M3...
Natto became game theory. Will this be a video?
Yeah, this is gonna be content for sure. I just want to make it solid. When Heat police try to do run away with the M3, and the Heat player got the M3, police realized the M3 was missing and put Heat on it. Either Heat player sold it, or the M3 is lost in Lakeshore. Or lost it in Lakeshore. How do you lose the... Oh, I mean, you mean lose it in a race or something. I was gonna say you just fucking, like, misplace the most iconic racing car ever. We're missing... put Heat on it. Either player sold it or lost it in Lakeshore. I think, again, it points to the same theory that I've got. But I do like the idea that it's got Heat on it from Heat. Let me just make a note of that. Let me just make a note of that. Could the car have high Heat? From the police. Is that how you want referenced on there? Just like this user? Any notes that like come up from people, I will like credit, don't worry. Would like to show this again. 3 missing race versions. Okay, I think we've caught up on like some of the big theories. I'm sure there's some little ones floating around, and then in chat. So chat. Let me just quickly check. Neville is the last boss. Imagine instead of the M3, it was a Ferrari. They could have just swapped the engine, probably. That's why it's different engines throughout different games. The interior is also put back, which also adds the issue. Why would you put the full interior back? You just couldn't. Like, well, you could, but no. That's kind of, you wouldn't do that. It's got the full fat dashboard standard seat. They even put the proper seat in the damn thing. Same again here. Normal seat, normal interior. You just wouldn't put it back like that and then put an inline 6 in it. It's just kind of stupid. And this one I think is actually supposed roughly accurate. But again, the problem with it is for it to get here, I feel like someone had to sell it, or Darius had to take it, which we don't think is the case. Like, we've kind of optioned that out. Undercover did Undercover have it? Did it actually? Like, I'm not talking, oh, you can put a kit on a car. I think it was wrong as well. I think it was completely wrong in Undercover from what I saw. M3 GTR is in Eastwood Mobile. Yeah, I know. It was shit. Let's carry on. Scott here, you okay? Yeah, I'm doing good, Spat. How are you doing? This is all theory, please. Just this is all theory. There will never be like a complete like timeline. M3 is in most 2012. What has an inline 6? Okay, thank you. Does it actually? The problem is I can't tell what it has. It doesn't sound right, but I don't know if there's another way to compare it. I don't know if there's a good way to like hear it properly, like tell what it is. I can't tell. It doesn't. It's not a real sound, you know. Here's the M3. Oh, have you got music on? You bumhole. That's not helpful. Just give me the damn... I don't know. Sounds like an inline 6. It does have the gearbox whine. That's the thing. Yeah, it does have that gearbox whine.
Auto log alert.
8 million views? Oh my god. Well, the thing with the beta, I don't think they had this car. I think it was the V8 M3, which again, I can find a video of that to compare. But even that doesn't sound right. BMW. Is it a GTS? I can't remember if it's GTS. Most wanted 2012. I can't remember what one they had. Just the E92. Music. E92. God. More music. More music. More music. Even that has a bit of a whine. Do you notice? So the thing is, like, it's the exact same whine. I agree, if we're comparing these back to back, that's a V8. I don't know if I'm going to find out. There's no, like, I can't 100% confirm. It doesn't sound the same. It sounds like it has less meat. But it's a race car, you know? It's a race car, so turn that dial up a little bit. Anything will sound like a... Yeah. Maybe in the later version of the M3 GTR, the one without the V8. It was in the base. And it doesn't sound like a jet toaster. Yeah. They all just sound very similar beyond a certain point. And the GTR without turbo. I mean, it has... If they kept it the same from Most Wanted, there's no displacement. There's theories that in Carbon it had a bit of like a more of a supercharged sound on top of the gearbox whine, but we don't know because it gets binned off in 5 fucking seconds. Okay, so I think we're all pretty much aligned then, really. I'm going to get to this in a second, but I think we... Mostly, I think everyone's going to have their own perspectives, but it seems like the M3 was binned off and genuinely only came back at this point. I think these are not the actual M3. This possibly is an inline 6, right? This website is really good. I like it a lot. You know what, I might just not do that. Just put it there. This I don't know. This is wrong. This is wrong. So replica. Oh yeah, so what I suggested here as well, if we do want to take this path, maybe someone else... Maybe someone else got their hands on it between this point. Because this suggests that he cried. So it suggests someone had it. But this is a possibility. It doesn't necessarily mean the M3. But this would link it to these ones. Because it would say that someone had it. Or maybe Darius. But then Razor. Then the player. Then the player. Then the player. Then, yeah, I think that's shite. I think that doesn't make any sense. Hate to agree. Don't forget Most Wanted 2 prototype version. Also, how are you? I'm doing good. Yeah, no, I haven't forgot about that. I literally have a note on here saying that it was messy development. Meant to have a story, but did not. M3 GTR returns in DLC. However, it was in the trailer for the base game, but it's wrong. We know it's wrong. It sounds like it's got an inline 6. The interior is right. The engine is wrong, possibly. The exterior paint is awful. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. So you have to compare it to the sound of more of a Ferrari. Don't forget that Ryan Cooper was using the Audi A4 to do a race against BMW M3 GTR. Check the beginning cutscene in the BMW reflection. What? Using the Audi A4 to race. Beginning cutscene. Pros. Wait. Using the A4 to race racer against BMW. You mean in Pro Street? Yeah, I've made a video on like the No One Most Wanted. You mean Ryan Cooper was
hot.
Your car running.
Where do you mean? So that's obviously not. We've got the M3 and the Mustang. We've got Mustang. M3. I don't know where you mean. Audi A4? Oh, final race. Sorry. Confused.
Ryan NTW player. That Pro Street vid proves it.
It's not the final race. What do you mean Audi A4? I'm confused by Audi A4. I really don't know where that is. Thank you so much. So Raya ain't the most wanted player. The Pro Street vid proves it. There's a theory that the player is Ryan Cooper. Blah, blah, blah. It could be, it couldn't be. Yeah. What about the M3, not M3 build? Mate, you don't know the fun in it. Final race cutscene. Oh.
Hot.
Hot. What the fuck? Why is he in... That's an Audi A4. No, I didn't know this. Wait, that's a genuine Audi A4.
Good to see you. Been a while. Just keep running like you have, and this race is yours.
Look who came crawling back. I'm glad you're here, Sugar Plum. You brought me luck last time.
Make sure you smoke 'em and get that ride back. I'll take care of the rest.
Ready to donate another car to the Razor Fund, baby?
Razor wants the A4.
It's go time.
Bro lost to a A4. Okay, that's kind of funny. I didn't know that, but I don't think that really means anything, does it? Ryan Cooper, sorry, the player, was using an Audi A4 to race Razor against the M3. Okay, I mean, it doesn't really do that much, does it? It's just a placeholder car, like the placeholder car in Forza, where it's like, yeah. A4 2.0 TDI. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. To be fair, it seems like we're pretty much there then, if I'm honest. This can get a little bit messy, this section. He could have sold it because the heat was too high on the car. But we have no suggestion that there's like a reason. Because you can drive around in the car with no issue in the game, right? So I don't think there's no suggestion in the game that the heat is there, but like the game ends, so like it's Jova. But that could be a thing. That could be a thing. It's a potential, and that would mean maybe he tries to get to this race and we end up in the same place. The only really interesting part, actually, so far to do, I think this is properly interesting. 22 months! DC Masterway Legend! Found something crazy. Needs to be Hot Pursuit, supposed to have a story. Fun fact, there's a Polish YouTuber who beat Razor using a stock A4. No way. That's funny. That's good. That's a good effort. Hence he sends to the shops in heat. So yeah. Crashed, binned off, insurance, cross, chop shop. The thing that would link here would be like how and why would the cops have gotten hold of a correct V8 and stripped the interior? The cops wouldn't do that. Why would the cops need that? I feel like we're doing the law for the Need for Speed devs, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is incredibly helpful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome." So A4 was a real hero car. Okay, so with this, in Pro Street, the announcer says a blue Supra was left outside the track. Player was there with the Supra. Player was there with the Supra after the Carbon intro. Yeah, so after the Carbon flashbacks. Raced a bit there before Bayview. M3 was from Pro Street Garage. That's the only game that you can buy it. Okay, we need to confirm. Can you buy it? I know someone could just tell me probably quicker than I can find out. But what's the car list?
I sent you a video in the Discord about it.
Ah. Razor has the M3 confirmed. Oh, for God's sake. This is an Instagram post. Where did you send the video? Unless you meant that video. Razor Easter egg. Ah, yes, yeah. There's the video from Speed too. The video from Speed. Is the general chat. Speed. To open it on my other machine. Okay.
Whoa, we got ourselves a real showdown on our hands, everybody. It's about to go down. Ryo Watanabe, a straight-up legend.
Ryo wants a what?
This is the guy who almost single-handedly brought drifting to America. He hasn't lost a race, any race, in 4 years. Ryo's going to be running up against Ryan Cooper. Cooper's just clawed his way up from the streets, and he's been unstoppable himself. And man,
yeah, I did. I went to the one in Munich, yeah.
make no mistakes, this is going to be one for the books. Also, we've only got... Huh? Hold on. What's that? No, we haven't got one yet. Okay. All right. Oh, no, they're not posted. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, attention down there in the car show area. Everybody listen up. Important announcement. I've got a car, little blue car now. I can't tell what it is. License plate NFS-CARBN. The little blue car, you'll know it's you because it's got the crazy NFS-CARBN license plate. You're parked right in front of the Super Promotions tent. Good deal. Now you gotta move it. If you don't move it, somebody's gonna move it for you. Get down there right away, please. Thank you. Hey.
Okay, do we have... Let me do on the carbon. Full cutscenes. I want to fly.
Cruz.
Oh God, that's loud.
Fighting for territory in the city, and it all gets settled in the canyon.
Okay. I mean, technically the car's silver, no? Do we see the plate? Do we see the plate? I don't know if... Oh, wait. Wait. Go back. There's no plate. Oh no, I've absolutely seen Most Wanted 2012 stuff. I've seen it. I've made a video on it. Does the M3 have it to start Carbon? Do you guys think that's enough? Do you think that's enough? So like, we don't have a plate in multiple shots. They say a little blue card that you can't tell what it is. How do you not tell what? How can you not tell what a Supra is? Someone that passed on the note would have known, right? Trying to see if there's any other like...
Got pretty crazy real quick. I was playing it cool. Then I see Nikki knocked down. could have sworn that the guy who knocked it down.
There's only two colors, blue and red.
Same bag.
Bro, that Supra is gonna run someone down.
I can help you guys out. I'm one of the best drivers in this city, and you know it.
I was standing right over there.
Solve the info story, no plates, man of culture. Does the M3 ever start carbon? Good question. Wait, front plate. Joe Mama stole the M3. Maybe it was on the M3. Maybe it was the M3. There's no plate on the front.
It was so close. I knew you were gonna win. Then things went crazy.
It would be so perfect if it did. It would be so perfect. Chat, is this a blue car with a silver livery or a silver car with a blue livery?
This guy knocks me over. I tried to get up, but he held me down. I thought he was protecting me.
Blue, blue, blue. It's a shame he didn't say Supra. If he said a blue Supra, I would have been like, no question.
I couldn't.
Bro, it's fucking clear as day. There's no plate.
Make it so I gave you the bag. If what you're saying is true and the bag was switched, then I don't know how it could have happened.
Then the 5-0 were everywhere. Then I see the alley's clear. He lets you go and shuts it up. And the guy driving, he's got a badge on his belt. Bottom line is, the Heat had an agenda and you took the fall.
That's all there is to it. Thing is, I can see him coming a mile away.
I was up a fire escape. You can see pretty good.
It's such a fun concept for a game.
Too.
Unit 4, you are confirmed for a 1046 on suspects Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Suspect Alpha driving a blue Toyota is a non-action. Repeat,
Then the cops step out and hit every car. But the blue one, yours.
She said blue.
It didn't make any sense of that. Somebody interfered in a big way, and now
She
you
said
need
blue.
a big crew to pick up the pieces.
Chat Discord. Another BTTR explained vid.
Is there like a trailer with the car in, or is there a challenge series with the blue Supra? Did you make these? Did he make this, or did he... Is this just remade? I'm guessing it's just remade. Like, you don't unlock that, do you? No challenge with the blue Supra. The announcer said he can't say what the car is. Oh shit! Was Toyota in Pro Street? I can't remember. Even if not, maybe they did the voice lines before they could clear Toyota. Therefore, they couldn't say the voice line Supra just in case. Don't think so. It was on Pro Street. Okay, but there's a chance that they could have like not been able to say it because, you know, licensing could happen later. Ah, That could that you know what that would like, yeah. Was the Supra in Pro Street, like officially the Supra? Yes, maybe. Need for Speed Pro Street, yeah, it was, yeah. Tier 2 unlocked at 25 grand. 25 grand. Okay, it was, but there's a chance that they didn't have the license beforehand, therefore they just played it safe. That's okay. Hang on, I need to make a note of that. Because I will forget. I have a goldfish brain. Blue car parked up in Pro Street. Didn't say Supra. Said carbon plate.
Enough of the code switching. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes. I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. Yeah, alright, okay. We get it. No contest.
Okay. In the early Carbon, Supra is supposed to be the prologue car because the M3 was too heated. The chase is supposed to be much longer, and Canyon are connected to roads, and you free roam it. So we know it's a blue Supra, but probably licensing issues, or because not everyone knows a Supra at the time. Yeah, as I say, there's a potential that he doesn't say Supra because the voice lines were maybe filmed before they got all the licenses for cars, so they don't really specify it. That could be why. But maybe he just doesn't know. Maybe it's just, you know, don't want to fully be like, oh, that's a blue Supra with the carbon plate that, oh wait, no, it has no license plate and it has a blue electric zing around it. Like, they don't want to be bang on the nose. But there's a lead there, right? There's a lead there.
Hey, this is J-Mac. I am holding down the microphone duties here at Supra Promotion for you guys today. There's tons more coming up, so just hang on.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. So I just want to check all the cars. So have we got the M3 in here? Can you buy like just the genuine M3 GTR? No. Oh, you can't? Yes, you can. Okay, now I'm getting like both. Oh wait, did I just move away as it was doing the BMWs? Did I go too far? It's just a body kit. So yeah, you can build it, but it's not. Okay. Read your message. Which one? Did you put it in Discord? What's this? Amazing details and secrets. And then thread. No, I'm gonna go on the Reddit thread quickly. The Blue Supra at the beginning of Needs to Be Carbon was actually the M3 GTR. Fun fact, it was confirmed that the Supra was a placeholder for the M3 GTR. The M3 is the Supra. Oh! But Black Box didn't have enough time to license the rights to the M3 in the beginning part. The cutscenes, the Supra was placeholder. I mean, but the problem is, I don't get that, because you drive the M3 before, but the cutscenes would have been pre-done. But it was licensed after Most Wanted, so I don't think BMW would have said no. And they... Notoriously, BMW are very good with licensing. Very, 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 very nice. Wait, Steve. There was a cut version of Cross's cutscene of him reversing into your Supra at the canyon after the first chase instead of the BMW. Wait, really?
Watch the new vid I put in Discord 225 names. Watch the new vid I put in Discord 225 names speed.
Not that one. This one. I will watch that one in a second. So, he suggests there's a cutscene in here. This is really bad quality, I know. But he suggests that Cross hits you with the Supra. I can't really see that one. It's a really terrible quality video. Was it supposed to be this section? So so to explain, it's suggesting that Cross reverses into you in the Supra. The M3 accident where the M3 it's Darius' Supra. Like, I can't, like, that's not I will never be able to tell what that is, ever. Ah! Okay, yeah, that's the Supra. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah. Don't understand why y'all glazed this car never plays the original Most Wanted Explain. It's just a really iconic car. It's our first revenge story, and so it's pretty interesting. What happened? So what we're looking at here is the Supra from Carbon being the one that crashes and gets totaled. They didn't have the license for the BMW M3, which is why the Supra was there. So that means if we rewatch a couple of those, just double check. If we watch a couple of these, so basically any of these flashbacks here, you're supposed to be in the M3 here. That's crazy. That's supposed to be the M3. Whoa, that makes me look at it so differently. Reaching? What do you mean reaching? It's literally fucking here. That's the Supra right there. Right there. In the crash at the beginning of the game. In this exact cutscene. In the final version is the M3. Damn. All right. The problem with this, my theory. Sayek's theory here was that we picked the M3 because that would explain where we got the fucking thing from. Is that they went to the event, but now we've got to look at the perspective that Supra. We've got to have two different perspectives, right? There's got to be a perspective that the Supra was gotten. So based on the Carbon flashbacks, I'm getting muddled now. Right, based on the Carbon flashbacks, let's see if I can just get a... Give me a sec. Okay, so based on Carbon, we have two options. The first one being Supra was meant to be the M3, but was who gave me that? Oh god, who gave me that? Who gave us this theory? Who linked that video? Who linked that? I'm just gonna put that. Is that all right? think it was you. And then M3 and Supra are not the same. Because the problem is we've got to do it based on the fact that yes, the Supra was we know clearly now the Supra was supposed to be the M3. But I think we should allow for both options, that the normal route, the real route still exists. The finished game route still exists. Because if we start considering like beta content and stuff, that could really like make it even more confusing, right? Yeah, Tokyo Swing Racer. Yeah, I'm gonna be checking that out. Yeah. Hello.
I think the prob is we link in Earl to NFS. In Earl they did the intro scene with Supra due to license issue. Once that was cleared he used Supra assets on the M3, cause story-wise it makes no sense.
So the thing is, we need to take both into account, I think, and just see where they end up, because sometimes that can explain all you need to know. I want to just select these and send them back. So then, based on your point. It's much easier to do this on a Mac with a trackpad, if I'm honest. I can definitely tell it was made for that. So that would suggest this. Here, let me grab a screenshot from that video.
Crazy car, little blue car. I've got a car, little blue car, and I can't tell what it is.
That's Mac layout. Oh, why is it not centering? That's my stream.
License plate NFS-CARBN.
Check the more recent message at 2:25 I sent.
Mac. You always wonder the lore about Razor. It's all properly interesting, isn't it? Check the most recent message at 2:25. 2:25. What time zone? 40 minutes ago? Okay, so if this blue car is indeed the Supra, let's say it's the Supra, yeah? That would suggest Supra meant to be the M3. Yes, that would suggest this goes here. Because that would suggest that the Supra... Yeah, I need to clarify this, don't I? I need to put prologue. if the Supra was meant to be the little blue car. Could this be both though? No. Could it be both? Blue car with carbon.
I meant the recent video I sent. Check it out at 225.
It's got the carbon plate on the BMW. I wonder if we can find a high quality version of that. Sorry guys, I know it's not massively entertaining to be like just watching me quietly do this, but it does indeed have a lot of carbon plate. So I think in the route that this M3 and Supra are not the same car. M3 and Supra are not the same car. This could also exist. But also in the case that the Supra was meant to be an be the M3 and it was placeholder. So I think it could be both, right? I think it could be both. I think it could do either or. But what it suggests is... God, I need to move stuff. I wasn't expecting to go forwards, chat. I thought we were going to expand it like in another area. Oh, I can middle mouse click to do that. Okay, cool. Pants search. Okay, wait. So you sent me a situation. I meant the most recent video I sent. Check out at 225. The most recent video you sent. That's not the one you sent. What's your username in the Discord? Oh, Speed. You're Speed, aren't you? Yeah. This one. Drag strip. I'm just skimming through it because in case, you know, in case there's anything else interesting. Water tanks. All right. What am I looking for? 225. Here's another Easter egg I found. The guy on YouTube in games goes like, "Hi, apparently it's a Need for Speed Carbon reference."
Attention down there in the car show area. Everybody listen up. Important announcement. I've got a car.
Is this copyright? Sorry guys, I need to mute that. Yeah, one sec. I think it's basically the same clip, isn't it? Okay, Carbon, prologue. Super was meant to be the M3, but was placeholder in all cutscenes except the intro. So that would suggest that this could be this one, and then I need the Supra. Carbon prologue Supra. I had a video up, didn't I, actually? Did I close it? I did. Carbon prologue Supra. Let's just take this image. Okay, copy. Okay, then Super M3 not the same. So that would bring us to... In fact, I'm going to move this. I'm getting confused now. M3 and Supra are not the same. So that would suggest this is real, and this is real. And then... either of those will be that. Darius says the M3 is what you spent all your money on, you stole at the start. Does he? Okay. Oh, I've seen the leaked stuff. Yeah, I've seen the leaked stuff. Can you explain what's going on with the Super and the M3? Getting a little bit confused. Okay, yeah, sorry. So basically, what's happening here? We've got two potentials where in the prologue of Carbon, if you go back to this video, you know the crash scene at the beginning, which is the M3? It happened with the Supra in a cutscene. In a cut scene. Not like a cutscene, but like a cut scene. Fine, let's go with that. So this is the M3. It's not, but this is what the M3 was in the final game. So the player actually originally came... The Supra cutscenes were all supposed to be the M3. Every other one of those flashback cutscenes... Every single one of those flashback cutscenes was supposed to be the M3. Which would suggest... which... Oh, I need the Mac trackpad. It's so much better. Would suggest that... I need to make my own notes here. I'm getting confused myself. Play M3 would have fled Carbon into Most Wanted. Was already owned. M3 was already owned in the Carbon prologue. And then if we follow the canon of the game, this would suggest that player had a Supra. Oh shit, wait. If Darius says take my car, go, that would suggest that... Oh my god. Darius owned the M3 before player. Take my car, go, get out to here. Fucking hell. Yeah, Darius owning it before would make no sense to me. I mean, if the Supra was supposed to be the M3, he says, take my car, go, get out of here, right?
Between the heat and the cruise, you need to walk away. Take my car, go, get out of here.
Take my car, go, get out of here. Oh. So if Darius owned the M3 before the Darius owned the M3 before the player, take my car, go, get out of here. Yeah, this is very confusing. But this is why we're here. This is exactly why we're here. So Supra was meant to be an M3, but was placeholder. Sorry, meant to be an M3. But this was placeholder in all cutscenes except the intro. And this suggests M3 and Supra are not the same. So I'm going to copy this one and put like a little M3 in the corner to suggest that's both. The scenario where both exist, yeah? And that makes sense. So then when they say, I've got a blue car with a license plate carbon, this again depends on okay, uploaded the Pro Street series, or player was at the event with the GTR. So the little blue car could be either. Is basically what we're saying. So if it was the M3 GTR, that would suggest that, again, if it takes place after Carbon, Pro Street, if Pro Street takes place after Carbon, and he announced that during the time that you were there, that would mean that someone after had the car. Which could point to Darius having it, because he would then have motive, right? First Carbon Prologue, then Pro Street, then... No! I understand what you're saying, but with this newfound information, this does change the potentials. There are still two potentials here. We're suggesting both exist. If both exist, that would suggest... Turned up with the Supra. Did the Pro Street series. I'm way over when I was going to be stopping. I was going to be doing another thing today, folks, but Let's... Here, let me get Pro Street. BMW M3 GTR. Why did you put text on the screen? That's so annoying. So annoying. I can't use your picture. M3 GTR NFS Pro Street. Maybe someone's got a thumbnail or something. Let's just take this from the Google. Okay. So player turned up to this, with the Supra to Pro Street. And then went back to this. Player turned up at... Yeah. Okay, and then the alternative is that the blue car was the M3 GTR. Okay. Let's put that picture there, and then... Okay. And if that's the case, I would say it actually takes place with Darius. And would suggest that Darius got the car. So I'm gonna do a big line with a red. There. Oh, piss, I've done it wrong. Is there a middle point? Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit, why did it do that? Okay. I hate the crossing line. That really bothers me. I'll change that. I'll fix that later. So this would suggest that Darius got the car. The M3 is silver. Okay, yeah, I know the M3 is silver, but would you second guess? Okay, but because of Pro Street being released after, they used what was canon previously in Carbon, right? Does that make sense? We saw the deleted scene in Pro Street. It shows Most Wanted M3 GTR in grey and black. Player could have taken that and wrap it blue. What is going on? I got another theory. If Darius collected the M3. Go for it, go for it. Pro Street. So that was your suggestion here, right? Let's see. Pro Street, the announcer said blue Supra was parked on the track. Player was there with the Supra Carbon intro. Raced a bit. Bayview M3. Okay. I always think I'm going to play End the Street. It's been 3 hours and talking about blue and silver cars lore, which is insane dedication. Don't keep. Hey, listen. People keep super chatting. I'm going to stay. Darius is the protagonist from Most Wanted. Darius is 2 people. Need for Speed timeline. If you've just joined us, I understand this is incredibly confusing, but what we're basically building here, my friends, is a Need for Speed lore for the M3 GTR specifically. I have been busting my damn time. And the newfound thing is that the M3 was actually the Supra in Carbon. Because in the cutscenes... Here, I need this link. I need this link in here. Can I just, like... Oh, shit, I can put videos! I love this website so much. Isn't it sensual? So if that's doable, then I will place that here. Supra was meant to be the M3. Oh no, that goes here. You can't make out what the keys are. There's no way you can make out what the keys are. They could have. Okay, wait, hang on. There was supposed to be someone else who was saying M3. Oh wait, shit. M3. You haven't got back to me yet. So they could have messed up the color since it was both colors. Yumi and Carbon says blue, and the announcer said blue. They could have meant the M3. Yeah, good. Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. I finished Unbound last night and totally lost here, but I'm digging this past 2 hours and I've been watching. There was a cut M3 in the Most Wanted 2 trailer. It wasn't even cut trailer. It was in the trailer, unless you mean like pre-cut. But the M3 was in the trailer. Thank you, Theo, sub for 3 years and I love the content. Appreciate you. Thank you. Bless up. It's too fun to watch. Blow's doing a slideshow. Not quite a slideshow. So you're suggesting that the Supra was supposed to be the M3 GTR, but didn't do some licensing issues. Yeah. Yes, look. That's the Supra right there. This cutscene. Crashing into the truck. All the pipes falling down. There's Cross. The Supra was a unlicensed M3 at the time. Therefore, all the cutscenes in Carbon... with the Supra... You can assume is meant to be the M3. If that's the route we want to go. We're doing 2 options. Crazy. I get why MatPat retired. This is just about the car. Never mind anything else. The Supra has BMW gauges in the prologue race. Okay. Prologue. Supra was meant to be the M3, but it was placeholder. Therefore, the M3 was already owned in the Carbon prologue. Let me just think about that. Supra was owned in the Carbon prologue. I've got a little blue car. This route would suggest player turned up with the Supra. No, I've messed this up. Ah!
You better make a great video out of this crediting all of us.
I will, absolutely. Quick question. How did the M3 get to California in 2015? Based on this, the assumption is that 2015 is wrong and it's a replica. So Mobile 2015, Payback 2012, The thought is it's probably a replica. I'm going to be crediting you, don't worry. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bless up. So... Darius owned... You know what? I'm just going to move this, because this isn't like... This isn't helping right now. Darius owned the M3 in the prologue. I've swapped them round, haven't I? Player had a Supra from Darius. When we start the car in the prologue, how do we go to the cut city? Only way goes by the canyon. I don't know what you mean. The PSP game's canon? Oh, piss on it! Oh god, not the PSP game! Not the Game Boy games! Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Yeah, I've got these the wrong way around. M3 and Super are not the same. Yeah, I've got them the wrong way around. Okay, that would make sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's why I'm confused. These are supposed to be down here. Okay. If both exist, the player turned up with the Pro Street. Yep, Super. Yep. Let me move this again. So annoying. Whatever. Oh. How did someone get an M3 GTR? You can't just buy it in a dealership. I know. What's this website called? Excalidraw. He didn't say Supra. He didn't say what car it was. That's the issue. That's the room we've got here. He did not say what car it was. We go to San Juan, the cut city. The first we how to use our teammates' skills in the game. We go with Nikki in our car, but the road was blocked. There we crashed them. How we got... I'm sorry, I'm struggling here. 2 M3 GTRs and most wanted 5 cents. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what, folks? I think we've got it for today. So, announcer says players. Yeah, okay, this needs to come back in. So it could have been Darius's car beforehand. He has the motive to take it back, participate in Pro Street. Possible Darius Crofts kept the car to make some money. Yeah. Darius gives you his car keys after beating him, but the player doesn't get their car in game. Was he's used to pay off the bounty? Fuck, that would make this real. That would make it so that the player got it, and then we go to mobile, and it just fucking turns up. Which, to be fair, follows the law of the stupidity of Most Wanted 2012's law, in where the cars just fucking turn up. Where's the text? Player takes Nikki to the place where the bag was switched later in the game, and they rode there. It had an interior with about mirrors. What if it's a Supra and the player still has not owned it? Everyone's win. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I appreciate that. So if the M3, yeah, if he doesn't know what it, oh shit, yeah, if he doesn't know what it is, oh god, where is that? Where is that? There you are. Let's refresh this quickly. Where are you? That would suggest that, yes, this is right. But what about this? Does it also matter here? In where the player bought that M3? He probably would know what a Supra is. Right? He would know what a Supra is. This connection is messing me up. Hang on. I need to move this. That goes there. So that means the Supra is parked outside. So that only works with that route. Okay, yep, fine. Did you count the spokes? Oh, for God's sake. I would love a sequel to Carbon. They're all gonna be so much dedication to the law about the iconic blue car. Exactly. This is where I've realized the BMW GTR is a civilian model, since BMW needs to pass regulations. Hence why it exists. So it was sold in auction and stolen origin before Most Wanted. Carbon's rushed development, mate. They were all rushed. Darius lent the player the M3. Player runs away to Most Wanted. Happens. Player is back. Carbon happens. Player takes the car to go to Pro Street. The M3 is written off. But, let's suggest that that's the case. Let's suggest that's the case. Carbon happens, player takes the car, goes to Pro Street. Oh, fuck it. Stop giving me possibilities. Stop it. Stop it. Ah. So where was you? Sorry, I missed that. Who are you? Shit, who was that? Appreciate you, Lenny. Thank you. Who was that? This is frustrating me. This is really, really frustrating me. Someone suggested something and I did something because of that. Let's see. Ah! Darius, it was Zephy. It was Zephy. It was Zephy. So Darius lent the player the M3, player runs away, most wanted happens, player is back at Carbon, Carbon happens, player takes the car, goes to Pro Street, after most wanted 2012, where we, the player, most wanted, okay, so player goes to Pro Street, doesn't know what the car is.
Also, just to point it out, at this point, we got 3 heroes. The Pro tag from UG and UG 2, the player from MW and Carbon, and Ryan from Pro Street.
Appreciate that, yeah. I don't know if there's a proper link between the Underground games to here, other than ROG saying, let's see how you do in the daylight. It doesn't really suggest that the player took part in the Underground. And the M3's not in the Underground. So there may be a link, but I don't think it's substantial to the M3. This is all about the M3. So Darius letting the player back at Carbon. Carbon happens. Player takes the car, goes to Pro Street. The M3 parked. It has a Carbon plate. Why the fuck would the player leave it there? Why would the player leave it there? Why would the player leave the M3? Okay, I think we've got our first, like, that's kind of stupid, you know? Not to say your idea was stupid, that's not what I mean, but, like, it doesn't link. It's good. It's good that we kind of cover that base. That's good. Okay. Yeah, why would the player abandon the M3 GTR to then drive some, like, piece of shit? However, Darius abandoning it does that make sense? Why would Darius abandon it? But he's got a potential reason that he's being followed. He stole the car, right? And we didn't know about it. He got like another win on us. So if Darius took the car, then how did it end up here? Did he just leave it there temporarily? The M3 has a track record of just fucking turning up in the middle of piss and nowhere for no reason whatsoever. So it's not quite that crazy. Darius leaves it there, parked, just... It doesn't necessarily mean he abandoned it. He could have just parked it in the stupid place. As he did the Pro Street. And as he does the Pro Street series, he finishes that and he's on his way to Most Wanted 2012. Or he sells it, but it ends up in Most Wanted 2012 after Darius. The underground Most Wanted characters and the Carbon one are the same. Yeah, that's not really enough though, I would say. Rog mentioned Bayview in his last message. All the other thing we got the player national warrant. The M3 got took by Cross. BP need help for what? A lot. Possibly the car was such a target in the black. Back in Rockport after the protagonist became #1, the Blacklist ditched it off. High heat bounty on the M3. Most 2012 player beats the original player. Pants in the sit-down cinematic when Cross after the M3. Mirror, you can see the cockpit is from a Supra instead of a BMW model. Yeah, we... Wait, really? The rear view. Maybe they abandoned M3 due to high heat there. Yeah. Rog mentions Bayview in his last message. M3B ended up being a 330 UI in the UK. Do I hate KSI? I don't just hate the guy. I mean, okay, to be fair, no. They've been like scamming people. I've seen all the crypto stuff recently. KSI, Logan, all of them, man. Yeah. I ain't scamming. In the Needs to Be Council meeting, have anyone mentioned bringing back characters from Most Wanted, Carbon and Darius? No, we haven't mentioned anything. I would say I'm mixed on the idea. Would just be my open opinion, because people get annoyed if most want the M3 coming back, but let's be real, most people want the M3 to come back in some way. Maybe just not lore it up all the time, because it just kind of, I don't know, it's annoying sometimes, you know. I miss my RCF too. Okay, look, I need to be done for now, because this is doing my bloody noggin in, and I've got to get the video for today up. Gone way over. Think he could have fixed the M3. She's a mechanic, but she really likes the player, so I don't think that's necessarily a route that would have gone down. What if the players abandoned the Supra because it was a lot of heat and carbon? What is the replica cars built? Burner M3. Mate, there's just so much going on here. But I think we've got more, and I appreciate all of your help, friends. If you do have any more, I'm going to set up a Discord chat right now. And we're going to call it M3 Lore. And please do post more in there. It's just going to be in the general section. So let's just create a new channel. I should have done that from the start, really, shouldn't I? M3 Lore. Okay. It's based on general, so it should be fine. There we go. All right. So if you go on the Discord, you can place your stuff there. I will be crediting people as we see stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. This has been incredibly helpful. Incredibly helpful. Have we done that now? Carbon flashbacks. Pro Street Most Wanted Carbon. Yes. What is the sequence, everything happening? Is it Carbon Prologue, Most Wanted, Carbon Pro Street? Or there's a potential right now. We need to look at the ifs and buts. There's a potential that we go from Carbon Prologue, Pro Street, right? Then Most Wanted, then Carbon, then the game in Pro Street takes place here. There's two potentials. Ryan is arrested and undercover. I'm gonna screenshot that just in case. Just in case. I don't know if it'll necessarily make the cut, if you will, but I think that's vital information for some other thing that I might end up having to do a Ryan Cooper thing, right? You know, let's just put a category over here. It's like extras. BMW leaks oil. Thanks so much. Uh, 2015 servers die next year? Probably not. They've probably got a few more years yet. What if a player abandoned the Supra because it was like him? Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. Bless up, bless up, bless up. If you have any Need for Speed lore, please join the Discord. Link in the description. Bless up, thank you for super chats. Much appreciated. Bless up, good night. I need to get a video live for you. It's more Most Wanted, by the way. It's more Most Wanted. If you enjoyed this, do let me know and I'll bring this live again. But next time I really need to like get to the main topic at hand. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Bless up. Good night.